Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Sue Ellis-Saller, and I'm here with Alexandra Karakopoulou, my soul sister. We are here doing September tarotscopes and horoscopes, and it looks like an interesting month coming up ahead. What do you think?
Interesting is just a word. The
Yeah.
description of interesting is more interesting, I think. Oh my gosh. It's like if you remember, of course you remember, we were talking about all these periods 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, I think. Was it more? No, 2 years ago. And it seems that everything is coming up. And it's not coming up roses, but it's coming hard time. So we just prepare ourselves for everything, and we are in it. And a lot of things are happening. I mean, planetary aspects are so fast and so important that they happen one after the other. And as you can see today, I'm in a very nice green environment. I'm in Greece. I'm in Peloponnesos. It's like near Patras where I am, and I chose this environment because I think we all need to relax and be prepared for the things that are coming up in the hard winter we're going to face all together. And the first and major aspect of this month is the Mercury retrograde once again in Libra and Virgo, and it starts from the 9th of the month, just one day before. I mean, 1 day plus minus from the full moon, and
Okay.
yeah, until the 2nd of October. So it's a long time, and it's gonna be fantastic. We have Neptune retrograde that still goes on from June, and it goes on until December. We have Saturn retrograde from June again from till October, and then we have Mercury retrograde that we said, as we said, and Jupiter retrograde also from July until November. So as you can hear, I'm talking about a lot of retrograde planets, which is like not an easy thing to handle. Almost each and every planet is retrograde at the moment, and it's, let's say, it's not so fantastic because obstacles are coming up, and you need to take care of yourself and the others. Do you want to comment on this?
I do because this is something. Whoops, I have to make sure that we're okay. I have to lay us out properly there. So, like you were saying, like everything right now is very, like the energy is really kind of building. And my mom's there. Hi, mom.
Hello. Hi there. Hi
So
too, mom.
I just saw Alexandra's mom in the background too today. So, um,
She's here. She's here somewhere. So don't be just shocked when you see people coming behind me, walking
oh,
and saying hi.
exactly. I always think that's so cute. And
Yeah, we're
yeah.
live. Come on, it happens.
Oh yeah, definitely. So with the Mercury retrograde, I know a lot of people it's like become like almost like a fearful thing, but it's really just make sure to double check and make sure you have your pens with you. Um, have your lawyer read any contracts that you're going to sign. And if you can avoid signing a contract in a retrograde period, or just make sure that everything is on the up and up in those. Also, for businesses, I found it's a great time to review your communications, so to double check your website and your copy and your emails and make sure that everything is flowing smoothly. And of course, I always get the urge to update my website, and I always kill my website every Mercury retrograde. So it's not the best thing to do. And then
No.
no. And then with all of these planets in retrograde, there's a lot of, like you said, just blocks, I think, and just a lot of energy that is bringing all of this up to the surface. And in a way, it's good because then we can deal with it. It's out in the open. It's not under, but at the same time, it's not fun to deal with anything, so head on in the way that everything has been, whoosh, coming up. I mean, it just feels like in the past 2 months or so, it's escalated. Do you feel that too?
Yes, yes, definitely. It escalated, and we're preparing ourselves for the things that we said was going to be happening. I
Mhm.
don't like to speak about, let's say, I mean, the main subject is the whole definition of a problem after COVID, the
Mm.
whole thing that's happening. Our lives changed. That's a fact. We're never
Mhm.
going to go back to the way it was before. And this is also a fact. And things are happening also. We have a crisis. We have a big economical crisis at the moment, and it has to do with energy and with supplements and whatever has to do with earth products, food, let's say, just simple food. And I have the feeling that it's going to get worse. I'm so sorry to say that. Every time you open our live, I'm just speaking about something that's going to happen and it's happening. But it's a fact. You cannot close your eyes and say, oh, no, everything is like 1992 or 2000 or 2004 or 2008. People, I mean, everything's changed and we have to acknowledge that and we have to accept it and just find new ways to go on with it. And this is not a conspiracy theory or something that's not happening. It's totally here and it's true. But we're
Right.
we're gonna get over it. I mean, look at us. We think positive even if in such difficult times.
Well, and it's really, it was lovely when we were visiting you and everything was so communal. Like everybody sits at the same table and you said that you meet up with your neighbors a lot of times and everybody brings something or somebody hosts dinner one night and somebody hosts dinner the next night. So it's really I really feel like there's so much possibility and potential for new community
Yeah.
feelings to rise up because everything was getting so like compartmentalized to a home or to your office or whatever, and there was really no time in between. So, like you, I'm very like, okay, we got a lot to face and a lot to think about, but there's also like this point to where, you know, not like this the thing that's going on in Germany right now where the people are like, "Oh my god, I can't take a shower every day." And I'm just like, if you're not going for a run, if you're not really, you know what I mean? Like, do you actually need to shower every day is like a whole big long shower or to wash your hair every day or whatever. And I know this sounds really stupid for some people, but this is kind of the conversations that are coming up in this new way of moving forward is, kind of conservation,
Hmm.
community, and
Hmm.
coping, and we have to find new ways of coping with things too, because it's not going to be shopping or drinking, hopefully, or, doing different things. It's going to be more, um, again, going into the community, I feel like, and helping each other through this time and banding together instead of, again, compartmentalizing. But there is this, I mean, it's being shown to us in such a big level, it's being shown to us. And so it's just really kind of calling everything what it is and realizing that we're all one earth. And I don't know. So I won't go there because that opens up a whole
Yeah. We can speak about it like hours and hours of discussion because it's not ending. It's not. And for all of you who are asking me, every time you see me, and I love to be asked, when is it going to get better, Alexandra? I don't have an answer, but it's not going to happen now or in 2 years or in 1 year or in 3 years. It's going to take time, time, time. I'm so sorry. I have no other answer for you. I'm just, I will give a tip, let's say. They are asking me also. So, what should we do, Alexandra, for the next years? I would say compromising, finding new ways. As you said, be more communal, just listen to the stories of other people, get together more, and please don't spend so much money. I mean, not that we have a lot of money now, nobody has really, is not in a good financial situation as it was before. Maybe a small percentage, of course, always, but please don't spend too much money on things that you don't actually need. And please do that for the next 4 months for sure. four
Yeah.
months 4 months, please don't really. I'm just giving the tip, and I said it.
Okay, and I won't go there because I'm always like, yeah, I mean, really, sometimes I think, do I need another new pair of shoes? Do I need this stuff actually? And some of the stuff, of course, you're going to need things from time to time, but it's just
Of
like
course,
the compulsive over consuming.
of course, of course. And I'm a human person too, and I love beautiful stuff, I love beautiful things, but it's not like, oh, what's happening?
I'm
New
sure
card,
you had
new card.
compulsion to buy tarot decks.
Ooh, a
No,
lot of I see new decks.
that one's over there. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, I also need a new pair of shoes, and I love new stuff, and I want to make my garderobe like bigger than ever. But it's not gonna happen. I'm pushing myself a lot of times to just buy the things I really want to or I need to. It's not easy, people. I know it's not easy, but please listen to me. Be careful of what you're spending for the next 3 to 4 months. Please. Let's see what's gonna happen in the new year, 2023. And I think a good idea will be and a fixed date for talking about the whole year. Let's have a synopsis, like a whole description, what's going to happen for for the whole year, because just with a little titles, and I think we're going to have an ebook again for all the predictions, of course. I
yes,
think it's a
I
good
think
idea.
so.
But
Yeah.
people, until then, just listen to the predictions and just stay true to yourself and be careful of the financial things more and more and more. So, do you want to start?
I
Yay.
was going to say we've got the full moon in Pisces coming
Yes,
up,
we
right, on
do.
the 10th.
Yes, on the 10th of Pisces. Yes. And we also have the new moon on the 26th in Libra. It's
Yeah.
all about relationships this month, I think. It's
Okay.
main focus. Main focus are relationships.
Now, do you think the Pisces is going to be like the Pisces full moon is going to be good for people with their intuitive skills and things like that? Or do
For
you feel
sure.
like it's going to bring up like a lot of watery emotions and
Ah,
things like that?
I think that this moon is really emotional, but it comes together, it aligns with the Mercury retrograde. And this will be an issue
Mm,
because it's going to be maybe things from the past, not maybe. I think things from the past are coming back again, and maybe very big emotional stuff that you haven't worked on are going to come on the surface again. So be careful what you're talking about. Whom are you saying to? It's a test again. I mean, we are from the one test to the other test. We go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's exhausting, but we have to face it. And yes, the answer to the question is yes, very emotional and intuitive. Yes, and if you want to work with it, you can work with it, but be careful of the communication, of course. I
yeah.
mean, these are the first days, but be careful.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Well, we'll note that in the show notes as usual. The Überhauptthema, the overarching theme for the month.
Of course.
So, and the card for the month is the Wheel of Fortune, but
Ooh.
reversed. Woo!
Oh.
So, yeah, this indicates a pause in the forward motion and movement, and really trying to make sure, like, what do you need to release? Because you might have a tendency this month to actually hold on to things instead of releasing them in order to move forward. And this might be coming with this constriction of purchasing power in a
Ah,
way. People might actually, this might be like holding on to things for fear of letting them go, to keep things around you and surround yourself with things. But a lot of times, in order for the cycle to move forward, you have to get really honest about what you're keeping. And this is also a time where you have to move. It's going to be purposeful progress. Like, fate is not going to intervene in this month to kind of hand people nice little, treats and gifts and whatever. This is really going to be a month where the work, you have to do the work. It's not going to be handed to you on a silver platter, or, and just like I said, you might end up going backwards, but sometimes in order to go forward, you need to go backwards.
perfect. I mean, it suits perfectly with Mercury retrograde and all the other planets retrograde
Oh,
and things
yeah.
from the past. It's perfect. I mean, Wheel of Fortune for me, yeah, it's good. You're gonna listen to all the zodiac signs, so you're gonna find out that it's really a motto. It's
Oh,
really a motto. Oh yeah, it is. It is. Wait a minute, I have to ask my dad to give me light because it's gonna get
uh,
dark here. Wait a minute.
okay.
I'm gonna speak in Greek, so don't be afraid, people.
Okay, I'm going to mute your thing, and I'm going to talk about the upcoming.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, everybody, Alexandra and I are going to be putting together a 2023 overview in the same way that we did last year. What we do is we put together the tarot and zodiac predictions for the year of 2023, and then we put it all together with the calendars and with notes pages so that you can use it as a journal and to check your horoscope and your tarotscope for the upcoming month. I'll probably get that all set up so that people can pre-order them while we're working on them. So if you would like to have one for your collection or for your use next year, just go ahead and email me, DM me on Facebook or Instagram or wherever. I'm Sue at SueEllis-Saller.com. I'll put that in the notes here.
Perfect.
Or I'll put it at info@spiritualbusinessspotlight.com. And and we will then put you, and last year we charged 22 for that. So I think it would be the same this year.
I'm watching my dad doing stuff. So
Uh-uh.
I'm ready if you're ready.
I
Wait.
am ready if you're
Perfect.
ready.
Yes, I am. So Aries, we're gonna start with Aries, month of the month, time for business.
Okay.
Now it's time to work in September, my impulsive Aries. Now you can deal with business finances, define your relationships in your work environment. You should keep a close eye on your team though. During the last days of September until the beginning of October, planet of communication Mercury is going to be retrograde, as we spoke before. This brings serious delays and misunderstandings to new projects. Avoid starting something new until the first days of October. Financially, it looks healthy. After a difficult August, September brings you some income. Let's see. Your personal life will be easygoing for the first half of the month. Avoid any serious conversations, of course, for the rest of the month, as you can understand, and respect the opinions of others. Ah, there will be light. And try to count down when you feel explosive. Your health is good and your energy is high. Take care when you're driving and when you're traveling, especially during the second half of September. Take
Oh,
time, sit back, and relax. The full moon on the 10th of the month in dreamy Pisces sheds light on that which is most toxic as of feelings and that which is boldly binding. Time to get rid of it. Get rid of it, what's toxic. The new moon, though, in September 26th, so almost at the end of the month in the diplomatic Libra, prompts us to look at our relationships in depth on all levels. So think about it. Again, think twice.
well, that lines up perfectly with the card that comes up for the tarot card, which is the Two of Pentacles. And this
Oh,
is a card of balance. And you see in the background, this card allows itself to be kind of disconnected a little bit from the emotion that's brewing in the background. It's not, it's not peaceful back there. The ships are definitely experiencing some waves. But what
oh,
you want to do this month, Aries, is really make sure that you keep your own level of connection to your own grounded center. Don't allow things to throw you off course. And like Alexandra said, if you need to, kind of immerse yourself in business and just use that as your way of kind of keeping yourself from overreacting in other areas, then definitely do that. But it might be a struggle this month, but this is also a warning to keep your emotions in balance. Make sure that your checkbook is balanced too.
yes.
Yeah,
Important.
yeah,
Important.
yeah,
We should not
definitely.
forget about this. Never.
Hmm. And
Perfect.
sometimes if you feel like you're trying to manage too many things, just figure out if you have too many balls in the air right now and what you can set down for the time being, what can be put off until October, November, so that you're not feeling overwhelmed by everything that you have to take care
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
of.
So let's go on with Taurus. Motto of the month: no big surprises. Don't expect more to happen this September, my stable Taurus. Finish up any important business things before September 10th. During the last days of the month until the beginning of October, the planet of communication, Mercury, will be in retrograde. That means that you should avoid major decisions, difficult discussions, and signing any contracts. Focus on small everyday tasks and do the groundwork for your future plans. You cannot avoid misunderstandings, though, with your colleagues. Keep an eye on your finances, of course. What else? Not only for September, but also for the rest of the year. What
Ooh.
did I say? Dynamic Mars will be in the sector of money, so you need to think before you spend. Your personal life has to do with household tasks, though. Small or big repairs are in the planning. It's not the best time for relationships, unfortunately. You must learn to listen to your partner more. Take the opportunity to relax, to travel, and get away from it all. Do something for your soul and your mind. The full moon of the 10th of the month in dreamy Pisces sheds light on friendships and acquaintances in general. Think about who you have the best time with and feel like yourself. The new moon on September 26 in diplomatic Libra helps with business and dietary matters.
Hmm. So it must be, yeah, okay.
Uh
Yes.
huh. Yeah. Yeah.
And they got, with me, they got
Oh,
the Wheel of Fortune reverse, which was kind of what we talked about at the beginning of
month.
the episode here. So this is going to be twice as important for Taurus this month to really focus on what do they need to do and bring into their hand, and how do they need to drive themselves forward. What bad habits do they need to let go of in order to help with their health, in order to get them to the next level? Because hanging on to things that are no longer serving you is just going to put you back where you were before, financially, creatively, with all their motivation. And so instead of waiting for, waiting for, I hate to say it, but a health crisis or a crisis at work, they need to, or a crisis in their relationships, they need to take a step back, think
Hmm.
about what they need to do, and then do that, instead of just allowing fate to carry them forward, and really kind of be at mercy of fate. This month is really a month for them, especially Taurus, to dig in and do the work.
No, I have nothing else to comment on that. Perfect match again. Perfect match.
Yes,
Let's
definitely.
go on with Gemini. Motto of the month: you are always on the right path. September has some obstacles for you, my communicative Gemini. Professionally, you want to keep your goals closer. Unfortunately, the planet of communication, Mercury, turns retrograde during the last days of the month until the beginning of October. I mean, last days of the month from the 10th, as we said. That means that you should be aware of discussions, conflict, signing contracts, and misunderstandings. You may have to take a step back from it all. Do whatever you wish during the first week of the month. You're going to be tired hearing me saying that. Financially, it looks natural for you. You will not have extreme expenses. Most of you will focus on your personal life. It's a good time to make some improvements at home. Be aware of that dynamic Mars that will be at the sector for relationships for you, and this will bring some conflicts on the way. Try to be more diplomatic. Don't act impulsively. Your health is keeping your energy to the full moon on the 10th of the month in June Pisces sheds a light on your professional life. Developments or additional stress are all are in the agenda. The new moon on September 26th in diplomatic Libra shows development in emotional matters, but even the coming of a child. If you want, you may have. Who knows?
That seems to it almost rings a bell like that came up for them last month too. And then I have the Ace of Wands, which is
Oh,
totally like if you look at this, like there's a phallic
oh,
uh,
oh, interesting.
association
Yes.
here too. Yeah, but this is all about the beginning, like you said, the path and finding their motivation again, bringing that fire, that energy, the warmth, the creativity, that spark of creativity,
Mhm.
whether it's a child or a new project or whatever you want to bring into your life, but really connect with that newfound energy, connect
Mhm.
with your passion this month, and allow that to be what motivates you and moves you forward. Because Alexandra said you're on the right path and you have the passion behind you to take this where you want it to go. Nice month for Gemini.
Yeah,
Love.
it's not a bad month for Gemini, though. Not a
No?
bad. No, it's not a bad month, like, but
Hmm.
it has complications.
Yeah,
Has complications, like life itself.
exactly.
So, Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Take advantage of your talents, Cancer. Try new things in September, my sensitive Cancer. Professionally, you have some interesting new projects on the way, which will bring you more income and success, if you wish, of course. However, there are some issues there in the future. The planet of communication, Mercury, will turn retrograde on the 9th of the month until October 2nd. This will bring misunderstandings, delays, and difficult discussions. Don't promote your ideas during this time and be careful when you're signing a contract. Always be careful signing a contract with retrograde Mercury. Um, Hold on to your positions and think about your planning. Financially, it looks good. There are no ups and downs. Your personal life is also experiencing some bumps. If you had a recent romance, it will not have an ending, the ending that you wished for. Be aware of any secrets. Secrets, not a good time for secrets. Avoid any gossip. Try not hurting anyone's feelings and keep your opinion to yourself until Mercury goes back to normal. Take care of your health more. Dynamic Mars is tough and will can almost and it will be like always there. Be careful when you're driving and traveling. Be also aware of minor accidents and avoid any dangerous situations. The full moon on the 10th of the month in Dreamy Pisces tries to boost your morale. Try to see the whole picture and not just stick on the facts. The new moon in September 26 in diplomatic Libra brings new developments in family and professional matters. Open your eyes and ears well. Don't miss opportunities. This is what we say.
I'm all sitting here like, yes, 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 that, yes, I agree. Because
Yeah,
we got the Jack of Cups for
great.
them. And Cancer, this month is not the time to cry over spilt milk. It's not the time to focus on the things that aren't there. What you really want to do is focus on your talents, the things that you have in your life, what you can do, what you can make. So when life hands you lemons, start loving lemonade is basically the thing. And not only that, but I've noticed a lot of times, even when I'm talking to clients or when I'm doing doing this work, I'm seeing a lot of people who are just always focused on the things that lack or past experiences that weren't necessarily positive experiences. And so they're using words like I always, or this always happens when I. And so I say, stop that talk. Because what you want to do is, if you want more love in your life, focus on the love you have in your life. If you want more friendship in your life, focus on what your friend, what friends you have there. If you want more passion, focus on the things that you're passionate about. It's not necessarily, and don't say, gosh, I can never find a person who shares the same passions. I can never find friends with the same interests. I can, just when you hear yourself saying things like that, stop. And really focus on the bright side of things, because they are there.
I hope that Karen, who is a Cancer, hello, Karen, listen to
Uh-huh.
it very carefully.
Ah, okay. So she just joined us at exactly the right time. She is a
Yeah, perfect timing, Karen. Yeah,
yeah, perfect timing.
perfect.
Yeah.
So we'll go on with Leo. Don't
Okay.
lose yourself, Leo. This is the motto of the month. Don't lose yourself. Don't press yourself too much in September, my glamorous Leo. It looks like professionally you are at a dead end. This is not a bad thing, though. A new chapter is starting over from scratch, and you will achieve in the future many important things. However, you might have to deal with things from the past. Mercury retrograde. Of course, it will be difficult since Mercury, as I said, the planet of communication, turns retrograde from the 9th of the month until the 2nd of October. Be aware of any misunderstandings and difficult discussions. You will experience delays. Financially, there would be some difficulties to face. Keep your eye on the expenses. Also, be careful what you're signing. Your personal life has also many ups and downs this month. Relatives will be an issue. Most couples will suffer from gossip and misunderstandings. Mercury is playing hard to get. Do not burn any bridges now. Keep it cool. Emotions affect your health. Be careful of the stress because it will make you feel tired and unmotivated. Take care of yourself more and spend time in nature. Get some sleep and be careful when you're driving and traveling. The full moon on the 10th of the month in dreamy Pisces sheds light on the difficult paths of relationships. It also sheds light on professional issues that need solutions. The new moon on the 26th of October, I said, I'm also in October. It's in diplomatic Libra, will bring some interesting new proposals. So it's okay.
Hmm. It was interesting to see what you said at the beginning, because they are experience there. Leo is going to have a transformation coming up. But also, I see this card as a sign or an indication that they can't keep doing the same thing and expect to get different results from, that. So they need to do things differently. Like you said, things are changing. They shouldn't lose themselves in the changes, but this is also a part where they can make an inventory of the things in their life that they like about themselves, about their situation, about the people that they're surrounded by, and pick and choose wisely, because sometimes you don't want to end up in the same situation with different faces or different environment, but the exact same thing going on. So, Leo, it's up to you to choose if you're going to really change this month.
It's a choice. It's always the choice. And
Mm-hmm.
as you can see, it happens all the time. And we'll go
Oh,
on with Virgo, and you're going to see that motto of the month for Virgo, as an example, is everything has a meaning. Everything has a meaning. September is a special month for you, my organizational Virgo. You have worked a lot and you need a change. Again, changes. You have some administrative tasks to work on, material issues as well. Even if you have your best interest to solve any problems, be aware to solve them until the 9th of the month, because what happens on the 9th of the month? Mercury, the communication planet, turns retrograde until October 2nd. This will be a long and difficult process. It's not the time for a new job or a new project. And be aware what you're signing and what you're talking about. Your money is looking up and down. You may have to pay. Perfect. This was fast. You may have
Right.
to pay some old debts or deal with some extra means at home. Your personal life is also going through some rough times in September. The questions are endless and not answered. Try to avoid any difficult discussions this time. Wait until your ruler, Mercury, turns on upright. Take time and think about the past and what you will do in the future. Your health is not at its best. Be careful if you're dealing with chronic diseases. Take care of yourself more and begin to listen to your body. Avoid any bad habits, eat well, and get enough sleep. The full moon on the 10th of the month in Dreamy Pisces sheds light on the good and less beautiful issues of interpersonal relationships. It would be good to make it clear that it's not working out so well for us if something like this happens. The new moon on September 26 in diplomatic Libra may also bring some respite in finances, but not with that we don't all need it, but it happens.
Yep.
I know.
And I mean, everything that you said goes so well with the Three of Wands reversed. Because when it's upright, they're able to use their past experiences in order to create the foundations for the next phase of their journeys. And this is really, building on prior successes in relationships, in passion projects, in things that have to do with creativity. But like you said, this month, they're just not going to be able to, kind of even figure out how to move forward or what they really truly want. So it may be time to just sit back and wait. Like, can you put this decision off until Mercury turns direct again? Can you hold off on making any kind of long-term decisions, especially if it's moving over the water, or if it's, kind of founding like the next level of a company or a corporate project, or business project, sorry. Put that off until you can more clearly see the path ahead. Because if you try to forge ahead now, my friend, it might not work out and you might end up sinking those ships instead of setting them to sail.
Oh, yes. Nicely said. I have nothing to comment here. I mean, it's all what we said before.
Yeah.
We'll go on it with Libra. Take good care of yourself. This is the motto. September is one of the most difficult months of the year for you, my diplomatical
Oh,
Libra.
no.
Keep calm. You can do it. Professionally, you might face a lot of disagreements with business partners. Promises are not kept. I'm so sorry. A lot of things happened in the background. Don't forget that planet of communication, Mercury, is turning retrograde on the 9th of the month until the 2nd of October. This period will bring more delays, obstacles, misunderstandings, and disappointments. Take time and step back. Even financially, this month is not exactly promising. Expect a lot of expenses and less income as usual. Avoid spending money. Your professional life is really important, and I know problems appear there too. Relationships face some explosive times with Mercury retrograde. We all know it. Many secrets will come up to the light, and you might even be part of a scandal. Let's say. Take your precautions. Whatever happens now, it will have a long standing consequences, so think it over. All the stress and negative emotions affect your health and energy. Be very careful when you're driving and traveling. The full moon on the 10th of the month in dreamy Pisces sheds light on everything that has to do with diet and fitness.
Hmm.
Maybe you'll start with this diet that you've been wanting for a while. Maybe it's a good idea. The new moon on September 26th in your sign gives you the boost you need to start when you've been feeling like it's not time yet. Go for it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Sounds like something of a month for them. And I got the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups can show a new person who's coming into your life who's very, open and friendly and very much that inquisitive, loving, supportive kind of, and it can also show a budding relationship or a new way of working with your intuition or a new friend who comes into your life. One thing though is Page of Cups is super emotionally immature. So be careful about your own maturity level when you're handling emotional and friendship and relationship kind of issues that come up. Don't allow yourself to get taken away by the momentary influence or allow your inner toddler to have a temper tantrum this month, because it's not going to do you any good. And actually, like you said, that health and well-being is all tied together with your emotions as well. So a lot of times, even personally, a lot of times I start to notice my mood getting off, or me being in a bad mood, or just really, and then I have to say, what have I been eating lately?
Okay.
So start with your emotions this month and see really what are they saying to you? What are they telling you? And do you need to make any changes in order to accommodate and to make yourself feel better ultimately?
Mhm. Yep, yep, yep. Yes, I say to all of this, yes, 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 yes. It is like this. And now we go on with our sign, Scorpio. Ladies in the house, Scorpio. Our motto for this month is back on the ground.
Oh.
Gather your strength in September, my secretive Scorpio. You'll need it. Things in work are not getting any easier. A challenge over money and over material values and many different options and opinions, of course, makes it hard for you to keep up. Take your responsibilities and avoid the gossip. From September 10th to October 2nd, communication planet Mercury goes retrograde. That means that you must deal with delays, misunderstanding, and difficult discussions and situations. Take the time to rethink and reorganize. Financially, you're having some trouble this month. Work does not make it so easy for you, and you just have to spend more money. I know. Some of you may also spend what they earned. Even your personal life has its ups and downs now. Whoever of you has children will face some challenges. Emotions are complicated. Disappointment are happening daily. Stop asking too many questions. This is a really challenging month for us. Whoever suffers from chronic and heart disease should be more careful. Avoid things that makes it worse. Don't take any risks. Protect your health and that of your family. The full moon on the 10th of the month, dreamy Pisces, sheds light on your emotions and make you seek for love and romance even more than before. The new moon on the September 26th in diplomatic Libra makes you even more flightly as you want to escape from mental and silly bondage. I know.
Oh, you guys didn't see my face while I was it's like,
Why? This would be an experience.
yeah, I guess an experience in growing my meditation practice a little bit and
I
grounding.
understand.
Mm. And again, perfect match
Ah,
because the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So you are going to be working really, really hard, but it's going to feel like, number one, like all of the work that you're doing might not be having this end result that you were hoping it would. Like you were saying, getting money in the left hand, paying it out with the right hand, not being able to gain any traction with your work. Um, Scorpio too, Don't allow this to affect the quality of your work, though, and don't allow it to kind of put an anchor on you. Um, I know a lot of Scorpios are super driven, super passionate, super creative. So lean into that creativity, that passion, and perhaps find yourself an outlet this month and don't allow your work ethic, your work quality to slide this month because of the strain and pressure of everything that's going on around you. Because it's going to affect your wallet ultimately in the long run, and it's going to affect the way you work. And this is really good. I'm trying to make mental notes of this so that I can think about this. And because I'm all like, wait, I'm gonna want to escape, and everything's gonna be emotional.
Come on. We have faced difficult, more difficult things than this. We'll make it. We'll make it.
We will. Oh yeah, there's nothing. Scorpios are determined. That's for sure. Yes.
Yes, we are. And we'll go on with Sagittarius. Month of the month. Every rose has its thorn. September might be exciting for you, my traveling Sagittarius. For the first days of the month, you will find yourself very busy. From September 10th to October 2nd, however, the planet of communication Mercury will be retrograde. This means that contacts and connections suffer. You will experience delays, misunderstandings, gossip, and explosive situations. You will feel the tension around you. You won't go far with negotiations this month. However, your finances are looking good. You might even receive a nice profit of some extra work and you did in the past. Your personal life is the most interesting part of the month, though. This has to do with the first 10 days of September. After that, you may experience disagreements also in relationships with your children and elderly relatives. This will be a hard month for relationships with unexpected change of plans. If you have any serious discussions, this will help you to understand each other's nature. If any conflicts occur, they will go on until the end of 2022, so be careful. Your health is good and your energy high. The full moon on the 10th of the month in dreamy Pisces sheds light in relationships, and the new moon in September 26 in diplomatic Libra favors new beginnings. Go on. What are you waiting for?
So, Five of Wands. Now, this is interesting because it does indicate that there is going to be a competitive energy to this month. And you can use competition in one of two ways. You can use it as fuel to, say, wow, that person is capable of doing so much. I can probably do so much if they're doing so much. Or you can let it beat you in the head and use it as always comparing yourself to other people. And there will be, as Alexandra mentioned, there will be differences in opinion this month where you may have to either tactfully or not so gracefully defend your opinions and your position. And what the thing is we're telling you these things to help you out for the month. So if you expect something like this coming up, make sure to take an extra deep breath. I keep saying meditate, meditate, meditate today. But before you go into a situation, really ground yourself. Wear crystals that are grounding, bring your favorite good luck charm with you, and and just make sure that you aren't allowing yourself to get pulled out of your energy or out of your centered feeling by what's going on around you. If you do allow everything that's going on around you to pull you out, just start swimming back to the center as quickly as you possibly can. Yes.
Because of all of that.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're going to need to keep staying centered, and the more you get out of center and out of focus, the easier it is to spin out. Like use your tools this month. Definitely.
Let's go on with Capricorn.
Okay.
The world is changing. This is the month of the month. September has imbalances for you, my workaholic Capricorn. However, you will feel more productive at work. You want to have contacts with people abroad and pursue new projects. This is good for the first 10 days of the month. After that, as you know, the planet of communication Mercury turns retrograde until the 2nd of October, so you must be careful. Delays, gossips, misunderstandings, and bad decisions. Don't get disappointed so easily. Take care of your employees if you have some, because any issues will continue in the future. Financially, it looks not so bad for you this month. This will make you more optimistic for the future and for a good reason. And your personal life also seems not so complicated, even if you think so. Try not to fight over for real estate things or material stuff now with your partner. Every situation is different, don't forget that. You must live healthier and take care of your nervous system. Everything will pass. The full moon on the 10th of the month in Dreamy Pisces sheds light on interesting contacts. You are in the mood for outings and nice, relaxed encounters. The new moon on September 26th on Diplomatic Libra may bring professional opportunities.
Very good.
Mhm.
So, and I got the Emperor for Capricorn
Oh,
this month. And this means that they are going to need to get in connected with that higher level of the male energy. So become leaders, get organized, be assertive, show up for yourself. You don't have to go to every battle that you're invited to, but you can also be very assertive in other ways. And so this is a card that's saying, step into that power. There is a lot of that energy floating around for Capricorn right now. And I feel like in the past few months, they've actually needed to kind of embrace this Emperor energy. So it's not letting things sit until the last moment. It's not letting things stay in disarray. It's being a leader and also proving to themselves just what they're capable of.
yes,
So,
yes, yes, yes. I mean, I have a Capricorn at home and I know exactly what you said. And this is true. And they will have the help somehow, but they need to take care of all the other stuff that are around them.
right.
So,
And they're good at that. It's
yeah,
their tendency. Yeah,
they know how to do it. They really
yeah,
know how to do it. Of
yeah,
course, I'm not afraid of it at all.
yeah.
So we go with Aquarius. Aquarius motto for this month: don't give up. Uh, Everything happens for a reason. Don't give up. Take a break in September from all my airy Aquarius. The first 10 days of September are perfectly nice. Well, during this time, you can travel, you can be active, and just go eat with business partners, go outside. After that, of course, the planet of communication Mercury is turning retrograde until the 2nd of October, so everything changes. This means that you must face delays, misunderstandings, and explosive discussions. Collaboration will also be problematic. Old legal troubles may come up again. This is Mercury retrograde, of course. Follow any instructions given, avoid any problems, and that may haunt you until the winter time. Financially, you're rather neutral. There won't be any particular ups and downs. Your personal life is turbulent, though. Problems with children, problems with property, issues with older people, relatives, etc. Be careful of the family issues. Avoid any huge arguments since it is a difficult time. Mercury will not make it easier. Be careful when you're traveling and driving. The full moon on the 10th of the month is in Trimi Pisces and shines its light on finances and reminds you that it's not a time for wasteful spending. The new moon on September 26th in Diplomatic Libra pushes you to let go of the past and make decisions that will happen in the present that matters, like the present matters most. And Mercury will also make you not feel so energetic. And so you have to take care of yourself much more.
Hmm.
Wow. Mm,
This
mm,
month, I see victories coming
mm,
for
mm.
Aquarius. So, like you said, everything happens for a reason. Don't give up. And this might be, kind of like that beacon of hope for them. that eventually, if they can get through this period of time, then they're going to achieve that success, and those public recognition for the work that they've been doing in the background will finally come to them. And also, I see this card as really standing true to your ethical beliefs. And while that might cause friction with certain people, it's better to stand up now for what you believe in than to put your ethics on hold or put your standards on hold and then have to try and backtrack later on. So like you said, with this legal thing that's coming up, they may have to, stay the course, especially if they know that they're right, instead of kind of admitting to something that they don't really feel very comfortable with, but that somebody is offering them for right now, and then having to try to roll that back later on. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, because Mercury retrograde brings up old issues from
Mhm.
the past. The past is something you have to confront. So if you have kept something from the past that you didn't face, it will come up in the surface, and you need to do this. So it
Right.
matches again. And we are at our last zodiac sign for today, Pisces. And the motto of the month is find your way out, because you are in a labyrinth in September, my dreamy Pisces. It all has to do with money this month. Even if you think you can expand your business, take a step back and rethink. Even good intentions will end up hanging to a lack of funds, especially after the first 10 days of the month. Situation becomes more difficult because you know why. I'm listening. Yes. Planet of communication Mercury turns retrograde until the 2nd of October. So there are some serious bumps to experience: delays, misunderstandings, disagreements, and gossip. Financially, this might be the most challenging month of the year. It's bitter, and I know it. Be very careful with your money because mistakes are really happening. Personal life has dilemmas for you. You want to make more serious changes for the future, building a house, a new apartment, changing your life. I know. But is this the correct time for you? Is this the correct partner for you? Will this be whatever you have dreamed of? Well, it's better to deal with all these issues as a team. You don't feel so energetic this month, though. There is a lot going on and it affects your body too. Those with chronic diseases must take care of your health more. The full moon on the 10th of the month, Intermi, Pisces, your zodiac sign, sheds light on interpersonal relationships and creates tensions. So beware of arguments. The new moon on September 26th in diplomatic Libra says you need to pay more attention to your finances again and all personal matters related to that.
The reason I was laughing so much,
Oh no, I don't
yeah,
believe it.
yeah, exactly. And if you look at this card, he is really holding on to those coins, and
Oh my
he's thinking of
gosh.
his feet are on it. He's trying to, and in some ways, this is a card of putting all of your focus on finance and allowing it to kind of cut off your heart, cut off your grounding, cut off all your thoughts. But if you are having financial problems, then this is something that says you need to get that under control. You need to get grounded, you need to get rooted, and you need to, get a handle on those finances this month. It can stabilize. It is possible for that to happen. You just have to be really extremely cautious and aware of what you're doing and how you're spending your money, and if you're using your money as a salve to soothe over this and that and the other thing, or if you are being smart about, investing in a property, about the partnerships and contracts that you enter into, about how you're using your money as a tool to build your life. On the one hand, you don't want to allow cash to separate you, or wealth to separate you from the people in your life and your surroundings, but also it just has to be stable and secure for you to feel your best. And you can't escape this. You can't go into the Pisces dream and just ignore this month. It
I
has to
know.
be something that you get a handle on,
I
so that
know.
you don't drag it forward into the next month and then to the months after that. Yeah.
So you see what we were talking about as a prologue at the beginning of this live. I'm not gonna say anything else. I think I've said it. I've said it, and we see that the cards are matching together perfectly.
Mhm.
It's all
Mhm.
about relationships. It's all about finances. It's all about communication. That's
Mhm.
it. We have to face it. We have to go through with it, and let's hope that we're not gonna listen to any things globally that's gonna happen, like, because Mercury retrograde, I don't know. I don't
Right,
know.
right. And
And
it's
all
just
the planets.
it's good to be aware that it's coming so that you can make those decisions now and not have to make them then. And you
Yeah.
can be aware of it. And you can say, highlight it in your calendar, just say September 9th through October 2nd, just be cool, you
Be
know.
cool. Yeah, like really in big, big letters.
Yeah,
Like really
yeah,
big, like a mantra on the fridge. I don't know. Picture
yeah,
yourself around with a cycle inside the cycle and just say, be cool. I think
yeah.
I'm gonna put it as a mantra for me.
Be cool. I'm going to put that as our,
Yeah, be cool.
yeah, yeah.
Stay
Because it will
stay
be
calm.
over. Yeah, it will be over, and it's better to be cool now than to regret something and have to fix it in after October, because then we're coming into all this transformational energy and
Oh,
woo! So,
I don't want to say anything about October. We're gonna talk about it in October. So
exactly. So, yeah. And so, everybody, we will let you go. It was lovely. You can get a astrological session from Alexandra anytime. Her website is theaworld.org, and you can have her read your chart for you. If you'd like to get a tarot reading from me, you can email me at info@spiritualbusinessspotlight.com. Email me at sue@sueellis-saller.com. And we will be here again first Friday in October, and
of
we'll
course.
see you then. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Bye, Mom.
Thank you. Bye. Keep
Bye.
safe. Bye.